An update to a story we have been following this week surrounding the Southern Baptist Convention.
For the first time, leadership within the organization has released a secret record of sex abusers. As CBS 17's Haley Fixler tells us, it is a long list.
There are more than 700 names in this packet of paper. I've counted each and every one of them. But on this front page reads this disclaimer. It is incomplete, it has not been proofed, and it has not been adequately researched. That means there could be more names added.
In black and white, the names and the allegations against hundreds of people within the Baptist community accused of sexual abuse. The victims' names and identifying information have been blacked out in marker to protect them. The accused are from all over. Their actions stretch from state to state over decades.
I am sick and repulsed when I hear that. I'm sick and repulsed when I hear this in any sphere, especially in what should be the safest place on earth.
Lori Rarer was a teacher at New Hope Christian Academy in Cumberland County in 1999 when she pled guilty to having sex with 14 and 15-year-old boys. She was put on probation. Ronald Simpson, a former pastor at St. Matthew's Missionary Baptist Church in Lumberton, was sentenced to 15 to 18 years in prison after he was convicted of abusing a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old girl in 2003. In 2007, Brian Goodrich Jr. was a volunteer youth worker and a student at the Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary. He worked at the Providence Baptist Church in Raleigh. He was sentenced to 13 years in prison for statutory sex offenses and sexual exploitation. He was released from jail in August 2020 and is in parole in Guilford County. A chair of the school, past president for the Baptist State Convention of North Carolina, and state legislator Coy Privet pled guilty in 2007 for aiding and abetting prostitution. He was given probation and died in 2015.
People are sinful, and that's why we need great systems in place to hold people accountable to protect the vulnerable.
The Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary is now also trying to distance itself from two other officials that were mentioned in the nearly 300-page investigative report. The report detailed how SBC leaders mishandled numerous sexual abuse allegations. Those names include Paige Patterson and Johnny Hunt. The president of the school says he's working to remove Patterson's name from a building on campus and erase Hunt's name from programs and such associated with the seminary.
Cannot and will not happen again.
Leaders with the SBC believe there could be more victims than what's in here. They've set up a hotline. That number is on your screen right now. There's also an email address available for any victim of sexual abuse by anyone associated with the Southern Baptist program. I've included that information in this web story, as well as the entire list of names. Just go to our website, CBS17.com, and look for it using the CBS 17 News app.